Welcome to the Kyber Show. I'm Ken, and this is episode 22. Today we're going to be looking at fights from week 2 of season 14. This was a relatively uneventful week in terms of really interesting fights, at least on the ground. There's 3 fights we're going to be looking at today. One of them on the ground, and 2 actually very interesting fleet battles. The ground fight is Jango versus Padme, which is certainly something that I haven't seen in a very, very long time. Let's dive in. Our first fight here is a Finalizer versus a Chimera Empire team. This is a very, very smart matchup and something that we're seeing on defense a lot more with the Imperial TIE Bomber. So it starts out with Extinguish Hope on the TIE Advance, which actually Hunted doesn't really do anything in this matchup, but the damage is great. And now the Silencer goes for a stun. You could also theoretically go for the big hit here, but it's better to do the stun in case there's an evade or something like that. And then the Special Forces TIE uses Concussion Missile, and there goes TIE Advanced. Then we pass TM back again to the Silencer. This is a bit risky going for the one shot on the TIE Fighter because the evade could feed TM. You can also go for the stun from the basic on the TIE Bomber to slow down his AoE. The burning is a bit annoying just from a banner perspective. But really the fight is over after the TIE Advanced is gone, because that's the guaranteed target lock, which really gets the team or the Imperial TIE Bomber always taunting, and some benefits defensively as well. So it's not going to be a very high banner win, but once the TIE Advance is gone, it's definitely going to be a win. Oftentimes, instead of the TIE Fighter in the third slot, you'll have either Gauntlet or B-28. And in both of those cases, the plan is still the same. Just take out the TIE Advanced, and you stand an awesome chance of winning. Very nice match. Great to see that. In our second match, we have Akbar, the home one, versus Negotiator. This may sound strange if you haven't seen it before, but it's actually an excellent matchup, and assuming your relic gear levels are a bit similar, it's a great chance of winning. So unless 5s is in the enemy's team, Bistan will go first, and you always go after ETA 2. Don't use Wiggle, because you need to say that before when Daze comes down. Now here is an interesting choice, where you can go with Heal from Home 1 and remove the 2 debuffs on Big so he can regenerate his protection. However, the move that happens here is they go for an AoE and a mass attack, which reduces Rex below 100% health, which triggers another move by ETA2, and he does a target lock, which, since that's the 3rd debuff, all of Big's debuffs are removed. Very clever. Now here, another usage of the same mechanic, triggering another move by ETA2 by taking Silkatano below 100% health, so that Unending Loyalty is off of him. Now BTL comes down, and here is where it's a bit risky. You can bring in the Rebel Y-Wing and use the Dispel, but there's always a risk that ETA2 is going to kill one of your guys. But in this case, no, the Dispel freed up ETA, and he died. The other alternative was just bringing in Cassian's Y-Wing directly, dispelling all of the buffs on the team, and taking out ETA2 that way. One way or another, succeeded. There's a number of different ways to do it. You can also bring in Ghost and use his AoE immediately, and that usually does enough damage to kill the ETA2 as well, assuming he doesn't have Unending Loyalty active. This was a good heal on Biggs to get at least one more banner to get him back at full health. The nice thing about these Home 1 Rebel fights versus the Negotiator fights, they almost always end up with really good banners. Great match. Very well played. This third match is one that I haven't seen in a very long time and is very dependent on Boba going first. Which is not too hard with the Django lead, although it's, well, Boba or Django going first. It doesn't have to be. Boba just needs to go before Padme takes a turn. The ability block is key to have on her, so she can't use her graceful assault. Here, Jedi Knight Anakin uses his AoE, and we use Execute, almost gets him down. Even with Shrapnel Blast, it doesn't get him down. But Boba is going to go again, and okay. Now the fight's a lot easier. Embo gets stunned. Could have been either one of the Fett dudes there. But in this case, it's really just a matter of wearing them down. Because with Embo, which is a very helpful character in this matchup. Yeah, there goes Padme, it's over. With Embo's Dispels, constantly taking out GK's bonus protection, there's not really any danger of him building up enough courage to hurt your guys. But this is a great match. Very, very nice to see the technical usage here of the bounty hunters. Very well done. Great fight. Thank you for watching another episode. I hope everyone is enjoying their 3v3s as much as they possibly can, or ignoring them if they don't enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them and are ignoring them, why would you be watching this YouTube video? Anyway, I hope everybody has fun, and I'll talk to you next week. Cheers.